Hey, what's going on, folks? Right now, I want to introduce you to a project that I'm currently working on and that I'm going to be making a ton more videos about for you to follow. And it's going to be basically a project to create a network inside of GNS3 here and document it and formally, formally come up with a plan to roll it out, to implement it, get everything configured, and then kind of go through my reasoning as to why I configured certain things, explain certain things, like for example right here, design layer 3, define subnets. I could explain to you why I, made certain subnets the way they were between like point-to-point links, or why I limited a certain subnet size to this or to that, and just kind of go through and explain some of the things I'm implementing to give anyone who's watching who might be going for their CCNA routing and switching, or CCNA security, or any kind of exam like that, just to give them something to watch, give them some info to feed off of, to maybe learn something from, or even reinforce something that they're currently learning. So, like I said, I'm going to be formally coming up with a process to document the network, and more importantly, document the processes that are going to create the network. So as you can see right here, I have phases, requirements, subnets, security, just a couple sections of this Google sheet here to branch off and go into detail on some of those areas. And those are probably going to change. And just to mention, I'm in the complete beginning phase of this. So this is going to be, like I said, a series of videos that you can go to and look at each of these parts, and then I'll explain each of them in the videos. So I'm going to be kind of documenting things in here in this Google Sheet, and then I'm also going to be documenting in this draw.io diagram. So as you can see, I have the core of the main building or main network just kind of hanging out here. So what I'm going to do is get everything written out here, define some of the parameters I want to set in my network, some of the security goals, and some of the goals for making things expandable, so the network can grow, it can scale, and I won't have to worry about making, I guess I wouldn't say, I was going to say major changes, but make changes down the road that I really should have planned for in the beginning. So then I'm going to basically lay it out here inside this draw.io diagram, and then I'm going to go over here into GNS3, set the stuff up, and then actually configure it and get it to work in GNS3. And at that point, once it's all set up, I'm going to then plan other projects, like maybe adding a different routing protocol to a different section, adding a completely separate network that would act as like a merger between two companies, or do something like that, and maybe implement IPv6. Like, the possibilities are endless, but the goal here is going to be to have a network that mimics a production network that you would see out in the field. So then I can go ahead and make changes to it and take into account for things like downtime, and coming up with a creative way to implement a solution that's needed or that should be implemented, but without causing lots of downtime, without causing lots of interruption in user traffic and stuff like that. So that's going to be the main goal, is to, in the end, have a network that I can work on, grow, expand, and help with my studies, and also help in my work environment too, or my travels during work, to find creative ways to implement certain changes within a network, whether that be small, big, anything, any changes that I see fit, or that need to be made due to I don't know, a change with another department, or a request by another department, or something like that. So that's kind of the gist of what's going on here in this project. I hope you stay tuned. And again, it's just to reinforce some of the things that I'm implementing so I can talk about it, and then hopefully, get someone else to learn something new as well that is watching it. So please stay tuned. This is the first video of many, just in the beginning phases here, but as things start to roll out, I'll start creating more short videos that you can go through and hopefully learn something new, and then see the overall progress of this project. All right, thanks for watching.